Okay, so Evan just finished inking up his block. You can see it's, the first pass, it has a nice layer of ink on it. You can even look at it with the light. It's best to look, with the sheen to see what areas are dry. So once you have it properly inked, you can bring the block to the press. So like I said, we have this jig right here for you so you can use it once you use your good paper. So you put it up against the corner here. Now the first thing that you want to do is you want to use newsprint before you use your good paper. Your first print should always be newsprint, and then after that, if it looks good and the pressure is set properly and you pull a nice print, then you can move on to your good paper. So Evan's going to go ahead and put that newsprint on the block. And then he's going to place the chipboard. And then he's going to crank it. Yeah, perfect. And he's just going to kind of hold it just so it goes in, catches. It's going to go in. Yep. Nice. Perfect. So we go ahead and look at the print. Make sure the pressure is nicely even. So if it was kind of salty on one side, we'll know that it needs more pressure on this side. But we're able to kind of observe and make sure that it was inked up nicely, nice and even, and it is. Looks very beautiful. So now we're going to go ahead and use the good paper. So we're going to ink up the same way, ink it up fully, and then we're going to get the good paper that we're using for today, which you should have, on some newsprint so it doesn't get dirty from the surface. All these areas in the printmaking studio are very dirty. Should always have a newsprint underneath. As we're inking up, you can take your good paper, and I have this bath of water right here. So what we're going to want to do is you get your good paper, and you submerge it, you push it down into the water, and let that soak, okay? So let that soak as you're inking up. You can go ahead and ink up, and then once you're done inking, I'll show you what to do next when you print with your good paper, okay? So Evan's going to go ahead and ink up for another print, and we're going to be ready to use the good paper. And we're going to do an addition of 5, so we're going to get 5 prints out of this, and that good paper is going to be registered using this jig that we made. It has an inch border to your block. Okay, so Evan's paper is 11 by 14. The block is 9 by 12, so it's going to have an inch border all around. And whenever you cut your paper, you should also cut your paper down to 11 by 14. Okay. So the block is already inked up again. We went ahead and removed the paper from the bath. We placed it on this surface, and now Evan is squeegeeing the excess water. Now we're going to take the paper. Using the jig, we're going to be able to get it lined up. Then we're going to put newsprint, which I have there. And then we're going to use the chipboard. And then we're going to crank it again.